We have a new baby. Okay, not us personally. Sam and Kristie. There's a new baby in the soccer world, and oh my gosh. Amazing. I can't handle it. It's
beautiful, wonderful. The miracle of childbirth. Just love it.
Oh, a new celebrity baby has been born.
No. Basically the royal baby. The royal baby is here. How's it going, everyone? We're basically just gonna talk about the baby. And the baby has a name. We're gonna get to that. Because we're super excited. We knew the baby was going to come about this time.
I thought you said we knew there was a baby. Yeah. Yes, we knew there was a baby.
We did. But Sam and Kristie posted about it on Thursday the 8th. And they said officially the baby was here. So excited. We're also going to touch on Sam Kerr, something about Sam Kerr. Timestamps down below. I'm gonna have Sara read the headline just because I think it gives a more concise statement than we could come up with. So I'm gonna have Sara read this.
Sam Kerr and fiancée Kristie Mewis announced the arrival of their baby boy, sharing his distinctive name and a heartwarming first photo. The Matildas captain has announced the birth of her first child with partner Kristie Mewis, revealing their newborn's unique name. The Matildas captain, 31, took to social media on Thursday to share the joyful news with fans. Our little man is here, Jagger Mewis-Kerr, the couple wrote in a joint post alongside a sweet photo of their newborn.
So we just kind of read from the headline, but they shared a beautiful photo of the new mums. I mean, if that isn't a picture of new mums, I don't know what is, kind of just embracing and looking lovingly.
So cute. I can't believe they're parents.
I know. And also, this is this unique name, the name Jagger. I don't think that's that unique. I think the name, it fits them. You know what I mean? It's a name that they could have gone really out of the box with something I've never heard, but I think that just really fits them as a couple, that name, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll hear the story of it one day, or who knows, but so excited for them. And
they could have named the kid Footy, or no, give it a football name, soccer name.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. They could have given a football name. Maybe this does have some meaning, though, significance for them for football. But we got this one picture from them, super cute. And then, also because we knew, unfortunately from Sam's trial, we knew the baby was going to be a boy. She told the court that. And at the time when I made the video, I don't know if she had to, but she chose to, but we knew it was going to be a boy, basically. Then we knew it was going to be born about this time, April, May. So we kind of knew that. So we knew the baby was on its way. And so we knew a little bit about it. And then also Kristie had posted a couple of TikToks, some pregnant TikToks and pictures, not too many, I think with everything with the trial and all the attention on them from that, I think they wanted to be really low key. And actually, this kind of goes into my next point. And that's one thing I actually wanted to kind of talk about. They announced it on the 8th, but obviously the baby wasn't born on the 8th. They also said the name was Jagger Mewis-Kerr. Is that the middle name? Is that he's going to have a middle name and they just didn't share it? Or is that going to be technically his middle name? Or is it going to be that's the first name and his last name's hyphenated? That's another question too.
Well, since they did add the hyphen, I just think it's both last names. I think it's hyphenated.
Yeah. And we don't know if he has a middle name or not.
Well, he probably does, but they didn't share it.
Well, okay, so that's kind of the other thing I was thinking about. I think ever since the trial and everything, I think they're going to be pretty
low-key.
Yeah, I do. I don't think they're going to share too much, and I don't think they're going to, who knows if they're going to share a picture of him right away, if at all, for a while. I think they're going to be very low key. They didn't even say when he was born or anything, because I'll show you this picture. Some people think he's been born for a while. Sam posted this picture at the end of April or maybe the first day of May. And you can see in this picture, you can see Kristie. Well, first thing people notice, Kristie didn't necessarily look 9 months pregnant. She, you can't really tell the angle. Maybe it's at 0.5. But then you also see a stroller on the right side of the picture. It kind of creeps in just a little bit. And so people think maybe, yeah, because you can.
That looks like a t-shirt. Where's my magnifying glass? I was going to call it a microphone.
So people saw that picture and people, they don't want to say, oh, is the baby here? But I think people kind of had the thought, oh, maybe the baby's already here. And they're not sharing too much because, it's one thing, they get a lot of haters for them just because the way the world works, but they're like, anything to protect the baby, we'll do anything, maybe not show him because of the situation as it is. And maybe they had the baby a while ago, so we don't know, but people did kind of speculate they may have had the baby, at least a couple weeks ago. That is the guess. Also, I did on their official Instagram announcement on Instagram, the comments weren't open, they were limited, but I thought it was actually really cute. What they did was they just allowed mutuals and friends to comment, and then they liked every comment. But I thought that was really cute because all of their actual real life friends, teammates, and were liking, and they didn't let any, it was just mutuals.
Also, Nana Kerr liked it, so hopefully that means she's doing a lot better.
Yeah. After her accident, everyone remembers Coral was in the hospital, but the fact that she liked it and she had a comment, that was good news. I was happy to see that. But I thought that was really sweet how they just kind of...
I'm sorry, Coral, that's a really cool name.
Yeah, I love that name. That's a great name.
So Australian, too.
Yeah.
Like Coral Reef.
Yeah. So I did notice that they only let mutuals, which was good. I did notice on Threads, though, they opened their comments a little more up to, like, fans or maybe less, maybe not, how do you say, acquaintances rather than just, like, personal friends. It's cute. And then, obviously, the Matildas, West Ham, Chelsea, United States Women's National Team, all congratulated them and very excited. Also, we got one picture, but then one of Sam's very best friends, Caitlin Foord, shared, kind of a picture. The baby was covered up, but on her Snapchat,
So someone asks, have you met baby Jagger yet or have any plans to meet him? And she posts a very cute picture of her holding the baby and says, yes, I love him so much. So cute. Oh, he's so tiny.
Yeah, that's what someone else said. So she met baby Jagger, and the question is kind of like, the baby must be a few weeks old now. By now, that's kind of the thought. Also, Caitlin, I forget what her comment was, but it was super cute. And this was before she had posted the picture, so people kind of got the hint. Oh, I feel like she's already met the baby. Then she confirmed it on Snapchat. But then also, I wonder if Katie took that picture and they're having a baby.
Baby fever?
Yeah. Do you think Caitlin and Katie are having a little baby fever?
I don't know. It doesn't hit everybody.
Because it's super cute, especially when one of your best friends has a baby. And she shared that. So we did get that picture. Again, the picture's obviously... he's covered right now with a little emoji, but that kind of just goes back to, it's going to be one of two things. They're either going to be very private and protective over baby Jagger for a while, if not forever, or maybe they have an exclusive deal with a magazine or something, which I could almost kind of see because you can make a lot of money that way. Not that that's something, but hey, in the world today, you gotta make as much money as you can.
Gotta pay the bills.
So that could be, but that kind of goes back to kind of the disheartening part about it. Like, just so many comments about who's the father, where'd the baby come from. I mean, really, really hurtful and gross things. And it's like, that's another reason they're like, we're not taking any chances. I mean, I saw one post on Twitter, and Twitter is like a cesspool. It's actually horrendous. But I saw one comment congratulating it. There was 3,000 comments in reply. And I would say 80% of them were, where's the baby? Who's the dad? This is so sad. And it's just upsetting because it just feels like we're going in the wrong direction, like completely in the wrong direction. It's actually really upsetting.
I hate people like that.
Yeah. And like, there's this new wave of like, especially in the MAGA space where people are just saying a same-sex couple having a baby is like basically the worst thing in the world. Like, and it's like, it's hard to fathom how backwards we're going.
Oh, but being a convicted felon and running a country, that's perfectly fine. No problems there.
With the mental gymnastics some people have and the hatred some people have is just really disturbing. And that's another reason I think they're going to be low-key. Also, another reason why I could see them hang out in Western Australia as much as they can, because you're kind of isolated there in Western Australia.
Yeah, but you can't let the haters win. So I think they're the type that are not going to be like, they're not going to just be like tucked away forever. They're going to be like, F you, who cares? I'm going to flaunt my life and whatever. Who
Yeah.
cares what anyone thinks?
Yeah, I think a good balance. I do agree. You're right. I think that there's going to be a good balance. Also, is Kristie going to play again? I mean, this might be a subject for another video, but, you know, I believe she's 34. Is she going to announce retirement at some point? You know, that's not really for right now, I guess. But that is a question, because we know that Sam, since she has been injured, hasn't been playing. I think a lot of people thought she might have been able to play at the end of the season. But I did read somewhere she had a setback in March with her recovery. But I actually think it's perfect. Kristie and Sam set it up this way to have the baby this year. Sam could be 100% there with Kristie. And I think that meant a lot, that she goes, it's a perfect timing. Realistically, she had all the time to be there and support Kristie and everything, because she herself was rehabbing her injury. So the timing, I think, was perfect. Also, the question is when is Sammy Bananas going to meet the baby? I thought I saw a comment. I couldn't find it on Instagram, but it said something like Sam Kerr said, patiently waiting your arrival. I thought I saw something like that, so that will be exciting. But we'll see how much they share too, you know, because of everything going on, the climate and everything. They might just be very protective right now, which makes a lot of sense. And also, we are actually recording this on Mother's Day. The first part of the video we recorded a few days ago, but it's officially Mother's Day.
So happy Mother's Day, Sam and Kristie, and all the hot mamas out there.
Yes. Well, and I guess preface that with it's American Mother's Day. Mother's Day is different in every country, but obviously Kristie's American and the baby's half American.
I think Mother's Day is every day.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So, but they did post a couple cute pictures. Kristie posted a adorable picture of Sam with the baby. It says, Happy Mother's Day.
So freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Newborn baby stuff. So cute.
I know, adorable. And then also Sam posted with the baby as well on her, and so cute. I mean, adorable. They're mothers. Happy Mother's Day. First Mother's Day.
Oh my gosh, the little toes. I can't. They look like naturals.
And you know, I was gonna put like in the timestamps or something. And I said something earlier in the video about, I wonder if they're gonna do like an exclusive with the baby or something. More that I think about that, I don't even think people do that anymore. Like, yeah, Lindsay Horan did her wedding, like exclusive People magazine. I don't think they do it with kids anymore. I think that's kind of like an outdated thing. So I don't think they're gonna do that. Kind of outdated, so I'm gonna leave that part in the video, but I don't think they're gonna do that, because I don't think even people do that anymore. But super cute. We did want to mention this on part of the video because they just uploaded those pictures, and it is Mother's Day, and like we said, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there as well. So, but what is everyone think? Super cute. I'm so happy for them, so pumped for them. Everything's worked out, and you know, after the trial, you know, I think it put more eyes on Sam. And I think it brought out a lot more people who want to be critical of everything. You know what I mean? There are some people who really didn't like what she said, but there's some people who want to find, they don't like Sam. They're going to find, oh, this is all wrong. You know what I mean? Whether it's because she's a lesbian, outspoken, not feminine, you know, a lot of things.
Alive.
Yeah, exactly. What does everyone think? Congratulations to Sam and Kristie. Who would have thunk it? Like 4 or 5 years ago, they'd have the baby now. I mean, you know, the big question, you know, is baby Jagger, if the baby decides to go into soccer, would they play for America? Would they play for Australia? Would they even play soccer? Maybe they'll play Australian football.
I think he's going to go into finance.
Looking for a man in finance.
Exactly.
Questions, comments down below. What does everyone think? We will talk to everyone later. Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.